If your Minecraft FPS is pretty bad, this is the video for you. Today I'll be explaining on how to increase your FPS with a bunch of settings and a bunch of downloads. So the first thing you probably want to do is download a Minecraft client. That can either be Lunar or anything else. So the first thing we should do is download Sodium and Optifine. Now you can choose either which one. I'll be showing you how to download them in the description. I'll provide links on how to download them. But if you want a PvP or just a better performance increase overall, then you should probably download Lunar Client as your Minecraft client. Now, right now I'll be showing you the optifine settings. So first we pause the game, we go to options, video settings, and this is what we want to change right here. So we change graphics to fast, smooth lighting, depending on what you want. You can turn it on or off, but I personally prefer it to be on. Render distance and simulation chunks, we can keep this at 8, but for max frame rate, always make sure that this is all the way to unlimited. That way your frames aren't capped. See, we already have a significant performance increase. And for this, we can turn dynamic FOV off, dynamic lights to fast. For details, make sure most of these are fast or either off. So personally, I prefer all these settings to be off, but everything else should be fast. Biome blend, this is kind of an optional setting. It doesn't really do much to performance, but I do like to keep it at off or 3x3, because that way it can sometimes increase performance. So for animations, this can be really anything, but personally I prefer to have it explosion animated off and smoke animated off. So now, for GUI scale, I like to keep this at 3. For quality, make sure all of these 4 settings are all the way down. That way your performance doesn't really tank. And for all of these other textures, they should be fine. And make sure to keep these settings like this. FOV effects, that's when you run and your FOV kind of changes. I like to keep that off for PvP. And in performance, make sure everything is on, except 2 things: fast render and smooth FPS. Smooth FPS kind of tanks your FPS and makes it lower. Fast render can mess with a lot of things as well. So the next thing you want to do is increase FOV. Now my personal FOV is 90. That's for PvP, because personally it lets me see a lot more without looking like I live in the fast lane. And next we have the Sodium Minecraft settings. So for those of you who are going to use Sodium, exit, go to options, video settings. Make sure all of this is how it is right now. The simulation distance controls how far away terrain and entities are basically loaded and stuff. So if you turn it down to 5, nothing much should happen. And all of this should be the same as we do in optifine. Now here, particles should be decreased to decreased, but if it's still kind of FPS tanky, make sure it's minimal. Biome blend should be 0, and for performance, all of these options should be enabled. So now that we're done showing off the optifine and sodium settings, I'll show you the settings you can do in PvP clients like Lunar Client. So for just Lunar Client, you won't see any of this, but you will see default. So I will be making a new profile just for this video. So the first thing you want to do is kind of organize your mods thing, your mods folder. So first of all, you want FPS to be on, so you can check your FPS, CPS to be on, toggle stick sprint to be on, and this is so you can toggle your sprint so you don't have to keep holding sprint down. Zoom should be on, hypixel mod should be off depending if you play on hypixel or not. Armor status should be on, scoreboard hit color should not be on. And all of these other should be enabled, but it doesn't really matter all too much. 3D skin should be off for performance. Saturation, day counter should be off, waypoints, that kind of depends on you. Screenshot uploader should be on, lighting on for full bright, team view off, menu load off. That's basically all you need for Lunar. Now, to customize them, you can just kind of drag these around wherever. Coordinates off, but personally, I do like keeping them up here. So yeah, there. So this is what the Lunar profile is looking so far. So to actually increase FPS in Lunar, you should have to go to settings, performance, and make sure lazy jump loading is lowest. Entities are low. Tile entities are lowest. Show stack arrows are off. And that's basically all you need to know. Also, shadows should be off as well. Now, shield height should be 0.8 and fire height should be 0.8. That basically lowers the height of shields and fire, so it's not that intrusive. Another thing you should do is, for example, in the Minecraft launchers, you can go to settings here and you can allocate memory. So the best allocated memory I think is 3 gigabytes because the default is 2. So it's best to allocate more memory so you can actually run Minecraft better. It basically just gives more power to Minecraft. So in your installations and stuff, whatever installation you're playing, let's say I'm playing the latest version. Now you can do this for optifine versions too. So you go to the version you want to edit, press edit there, more options, and make sure this is changed from 2G to 3G. That'll basically make it so that you power your Minecraft more. And it's a lot easier to PvP. So yeah, those are basically the best Minecraft settings for 1.20. This also does work in 1.8, but there's no sodium in 1.8, so you're gonna have to use optifine for that. So yeah, thanks for watching.